I'm back to talk new queer books. Hi, I'm Alex, this is Pucksandpaperbacks, and today I am here to talk all about upcoming releases I'm looking forward to. I am in the Northern Hemisphere, so this list is going to focus on spring and summer titles, but back in December I made a video where I shared some upcoming releases for the first half of the year, so I'll link that down below for you. You can find the titles listed in my description, and to make things easier, I created a list on my bookshop storefront sharing my most anticipated releases for 2025. It'll be linked down below. If you buy any of the books from this video or any of my videos, using my bookshop storefront helps a ton. It supports me as a creator. It's no extra cost to you, but I do earn a small commission and it helps support me and the channel. I said this in my last video, but I'll reiterate it here. Pre-orders are so important, especially for debut and marginalized authors, because it helps them to be able to continue to write. Starting with March, on March 13th is the YA One of the Boys by Grace Zeller. I actually have an arc of this, so you may or may not see it in an upcoming ARCs vlog. Grace Woodhouse has left a lot behind. She used to have a great friend group, an amazing girlfriend, and a right foot set to earn her a Division I football scholarship before she came out as trans. As senior year begins, Grace is struggling to find her place in early transition, new social circles, and a life without football. But when her skills as the best kicker in the state prove to be vital, her old teammates beg her to come out of retirement, dragging her back into a sport, into a way of life she thought had turned its back on her forever. When a chance meeting cracks the door to college football back open, she has to decide how much of herself she's willing to give up for the game she loves. Again, I have the arc and I'm really excited for this. You know, I love books about sports and especially transness, so I'm really excited for this one. Next in April is All Fired Up by M.K. England. This comes out on the 29th. A fire-starting scientist and a bi-firefighter team up to save their best friend from an epic mistake in this celebration of queer joy. This sounds so good, and I can't believe I haven't read from M.K. England at all. I feel like that is something that I need to change. So I actually also have an arc of this, so I'm really excited for that one. This summer and fall is going to be filled with queer books, so starting on June 10th, I have a plethora of things, starting with The Next Chapter by Camille Kellogg, which I was kindly sent by the Dial Press. I can't wait to tell you about this. I recently hauled it, and I am so excited. You may know Camille Kellogg as the author of Just As You Are, which is a Pride and Prejudice retelling, and this is a Notting Hill retelling. When a famous former child actress meets a tender masked West Village bookseller, sparks fly and complications ensue in this queer homage to Notting Hill by the author of Just As You Are. When Kat and Jude meet in the bookstore, Kat realizes that coming out as queer is the perfect way to transform her image. She and Jude can date for a few weeks, cause a media firestorm, and then Kat will move on. Next is a YA cozy fantasy with a sapphic romance. This is Coffee Shop in an Alternate Universe by C.B. Lee. It sounds and looks fantastic. A geeky overachiever determined to save the world through science and a troublemaking chosen one lashing out against her destiny meet and fall in love in a magical coffee shop as their two very different universes begin to collide. Next, I forgot this in my last video, so I am sorry, Becky. I can't believe I totally forgot to add her, but this is Amelia If Only by Becky Albertalli. Amelia Applebaum isn't in love with Walter Holland. He just happens to be her favorite moderately famous, chaotically bisexual YouTuber, who she just happened to invite to prom. But it's fine. No. For real. If you delete the post, it didn't happen. I love Becky, and I can't wait to read this. Next is another YA that sounds super fun, Solo Stan by Talia Tucker. From the author of Rules for Rule Breaking comes a queer YA romance about two solo concert goers and unwitting seatmates who, when the show is abruptly cut short, embark on an unforgettable North Carolina summer night together, discovering how opposites can attract under the right circumstances. Next on the 17th is If We Survive This by Raquel Marie. Last year, I was obsessed with The Z Word, and I wanted more queer zombie books, and Raquel is going to deliver. The Walking Dead meets Yellow Jackets in If We Survive This, a tense and emotional young adult horror novel from award-winning author Raquel Marie about a teen girl leading a group of survivors on a perilous journey during the apocalypse. Oh my god, I'm obsessed, and I'm so excited. Moving into July, on July 1st is Bed and Breakup by Susie Dumond. I am so excited for this. I will say this is probably one of my most anticipated releases since I heard about it. Katie at the Dial Press pitched it as contemporary rom-com, pepper scale 2 out of 5, with the tropes second chance, forced proximity, and small town. Two exes reunite to fix up and sell the vacant bed and breakfast that destroyed their marriage. Can they find a way to give the antique inn and themselves a better future? I'm obsessed and I can't wait. I know I'm saying that for like every book, but it's true. And I think this one I'm most excited about. Mason Deaver has a new book out in August. It's their adult romance debut, The Build a Boyfriend Project. My friend Audrey already reviewed it, so I will link their review down below. It follows a journalist in a dead-end job who agrees to teach his disastrous blind date how to be a better boyfriend. Readers will delight in this sweet and steamy queer romance with trans representation. Audrey's review made me so excited, and I cannot wait to read it. So I also have an arc of this, and you'll definitely be seeing it in one of my arc vlogs. Next on the 12th is Marisol Acts the Part by L. Gonzalez Rose, a bright, dazzling sapphic rom-com. After a humiliating public dumping, a teen actress lands a role on the same high-profile show as her ex-boyfriend, only for things to get messy when she falls for his co-star. Chuck Tingle has a new book out, which I'm so excited about. He is now one of my favorite queer horror writers. I loved Bury Your Gaze and Camp Damascus. This is Lucky Day. After a global disaster prompts thousands of comically unlikely deaths, a bisexual statistics professor who has convinced herself she may not exist, and an ethically dubious government agent must travel to Las Vegas to unravel the connection between deadly bouts of absurdity and a supernaturally lucky casino. Fantastic! I can't wait. On the 19th is a new book from Jake Maya Arlow called Leaving the Station. They say my queer and trans YA novel, Leaving the Station, is an homage to finding yourself on the road, found family, deconstructing your gender and religion, and also trains. Now, I'm going to be continuing this series all year just to share with you upcoming queer books that I'm interested in, but I couldn't finish this video without telling you about Alison Cochrun having a new book out. I didn't know this until I saw the cover reveal on her Instagram. I'll link it down below. This comes out September 2nd. It's called Learning Curves. 35-year-old Seattleite Sadie Wells needs an escape. She's desperate to escape her monotonous routines, the family business that has consumed her entire life, and the unexpected gay panic that has her questioning everything she thought she knew about herself. So when her injured sister offers Sadie her place on a tour along Portugal's Camino de Santiago, she decides this is the perfect chance to get away from it all. I love Alison Cochrun. She's literally one of my favorite queer authors, and so if she writes it, I'll pick it up. And those are some of the queer books I'm looking forward to this spring and summer. Thanks so much for clicking on this video and spending some time with me. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and leave a comment. Let me know what your most anticipated release is in the next couple months. I would love to know. And if you don't feel like leaving a lengthy comment, you can just leave a book emoji. If you'd like to support me further, I have a Patreon where I share exclusive content every month. Thank you to my top patrons for their continuous support. If you want to watch more, I'll leave my last NetGalley Arcs vlog where I read my most anticipated hockey books, and you can subscribe here. Bye.